926 population for capital city. We're matching all of the minimum requirements. In fact, we're delivering almost 100% extra of mail and passengers. Alcohol, 50%, but still not too shabby. I added a gazillion notes all over this map, so there's quite a bit of work to do. You can actually kind of see some of them already on the screen. But yeah, let's just roll the intro and get on with it. So as you can see, we have quite a few signs all over the place with things that I want to accomplish. I don't know if we'll be able to accomplish all of them in this episode, but I mean, we're gonna get a lot of done in this episode no matter what. Before we do anything, let me show you this train that you see in the middle of the screen is some of the work that I've been doing off camera, or at least is part of some of the work that I've been doing off camera. Quickly, the trains running between capital city and Hamburg. I just decided to create these two new types of trains. These are electric compared to the diesel ones we used to have. You can actually see them right here. They used to have a maximum speed of 96 kilometers an hour as opposed to 112. They're a little bit more expensive to run, but as you can see, these are 5 tiles long, so they have way more cargo capacity, and of course they're going to be making a bit more money, especially as the populations of some of these neighboring cities grow, specifically Hamburg, which right now has 347 passengers just waiting there, and I think Porto Alegre right now doesn't have a lot, but eventually as the city grows, hopefully it does grow. This might be a problem, but we'll take care of that later. Point is, we're gonna add a bit more saturation on this line, and one of the main things that I want to get this done, that I want to get done in this episode is improving the station entrance, because right now there's always a train that kind of have to sit there even though there's like empty tracks. That's just unacceptable. It's only going to get worse. But before I get to any of this, why don't we start with the easy stuff, like improving the road layout over here. So we're going to improve the road layout just slightly, something like this. Let's get a bridge over this little river here. We're going to need to get this going like so. Usually the reason why I do this is because it just helps the city grow a little faster instead of having to spend resources on building roads. Whenever they do grow, they just place a house instead, which is what we ultimately want if we want to get to our goal of 10,000 population. It's going to be an interesting challenge, like I said many times in the previous episodes, but I don't think it's like completely, impossible. So right now we're just going to lay down some roads and hope that the city starts growing a little bit in the direction that we want. Another thing that I want to do is move this truck stop probably over here. But before I do that, let me bring your attention to these trucks, because I also have this little sign here that says replace the trucks. So that's what we should do. Let's send some of these trucks to the depot, ideally the ones that are already empty. That way we don't lose the alcohol that we produce. We want to sell about, I would say like 6 of them, something like that. These are probably all full, right? Yeah, these are full. Cool. Just pin this over here. And these trucks that are now returning are going to be sent to the depot. It's going to take a little while. There we go. And let me show you what I want to do. So we're going to replace these trucks with a more efficient diesel one. And this is why these group vehicles are really handy. So we can go to the alcohol one, and we're going to go to here, manage list, replace vehicles. And then we're going to replace it with this one, the Easy Wheel Box Truck Diesel, which is slightly faster than the previous one, 64 kilometers versus 88. It's a little bit more expensive, but it can also carry more goods, so we need less of them. And actually, it's actually going to be pretty cheap. So we're going to start replacing these vehicles right now. What do we have here? We have 3. We're going to sell these 3. And this one's over here. We're going to sell them as well. So everything that remains should eventually get upgraded to diesel. Probably these trucks are going to enter this depot, I'm assuming. Nope. What about you? Nope. Okay, fine. They're going to automatically get updated in a little while. For now, I want to start laying down the new truck stop, which will be on this side. And it's actually going to be slightly more efficient than this one. That way we avoid having this like turn over the train tracks, because we're going to need all this space to improve the station entrance. Sorry if I'm like going a little faster than usual. It's just the reason is that I already did this whole episode and I realized I didn't record it. So that was great. That was a great thing that happened. So the good thing is that I know what I'm doing now to some degree, but I may not be explaining things super clear. So I do apologize for that, but it will make sense once I'm done with it. So we're gonna have one-way track here, one-way track over there. I'm pretty sure this truck is gonna turn around on this one. Let's see what happens. Yeah, cool. So it's not gonna get trapped here. Why don't we put a depot here while we're at it? There we go. Now this is it's gonna be tricky getting this improved because we have so many trains sort of coming in. So the first thing that I want to do is perhaps stop this here and stop this here. And that will make sense in a minute, because we're gonna terraform a little bit of this to lower it down by 1 level, and that way trains don't need to climb up this hill just for the sake of climbing the hill. Also, there's a train that's lost that for whatever reason it's getting lost. I think it's trying to go to actually going to Capital City. Okay, I noticed that this depot here shouldn't be here because trains are trying to go here, but then they can't really turn around, so that's a problem for them. We're gonna put this depot here instead, just for now. So now we have this being blocked here, this being blocked here. Trains can no longer get into Capital City. Let's speed things up so that this whole branch is it's empty of trains. That way we can rework absolutely everything. So you're gonna be stopped there. And is there another train coming in here? I guess not. I guess we can just stop all of these, right? There we go. All right. That's super loud. Right now, that little steamy noise. Okay, let's get rid of all of this. Oh my god, that noise is like so obnoxious right now. We're gonna get rid of all of this as well. All of this as well. Actually, we're just gonna keep it there for a moment. Let's bring this down by 1 tile, like all the way up here. This is as far as we can go because there's a whatever farm here, and over yonder we can do something along these lines to sort of clear that up, and we can do something like this. So now we have a pretty smooth terrain to work with. So the entrance, this is going to be a double entrance station. First of all, we should add the extra platform. Let's try to match our old design, which is not great, but it kind of works. So we're going to do that, and we're going to extend this like so. We want 2 tiles here, and this is where we're going to have a crossover. Just like that. And we're gonna put a path signal, 2-way path signal, but only facing this way. While we're at it, we're going just to so that I know what I'm doing, because I get confused sometimes. We're gonna have that be the location of the signals. These 2 green ones are gonna end up being remote, but I just want to see the directions of the trains, that way I don't get confused with things. So we have that going. Let's see, I want to have like 1, 2, 3, like maybe 5 tiles here, and then we're gonna bridge over, which is actually kind of a perfect distance. This line is actually gonna be merged like so, and right now we're gonna do this. Just like that. And here it's gonna go like this. And it's gonna go like that. And this other track is gonna come this way. It's gonna meet with this one over here and with this one over here. So now 2 trains can basically enter the station at the same time, and we have enough room here for longer trains to sort of be waiting there as trains enter. So we're gonna add a one-way path signal there. One-way path signal here, another one there. Let's get all of these extra signals here. We could get rid of this one. I wish control would work the same way tracks work, as opposed to upgrade or cycle through them, just get rid of them. Not the case on this one, but it's fine. This one, we're gonna put that one over there. In fact, let's just do that. Great. And while we're at it, let's do the same over in this direction. Do we get signals? Yes, we did. Cool. So let's see if we can open this up now. We're basically saving ourselves like one extra step, like going up and down. It's just gonna make things that much faster. The station is looking good. We can delete this. What about depots? We need to think about depots soon. In the meantime, let's just plop one here and another one there. Because, yeah, we just got rid of a whole bunch of depots, and that's gonna be a problem. Here, we're gonna need to terraform that as well. So let's just do that. In fact, man, this is like major surgery. This is the episode that I did that ended up not being recorded. I didn't go this far, so I'm already in uncharted territory. Is that how you say it? Yeah, that's how you say it. Okay, cool. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. Sooner rather than later, the next big thing will be to improve this connection. Actually, while we're at it, why don't we do it now? We might as well. The way we're going to improve this is by not having... I guess I can just go this way, right? Go straight and then go around. I'm already overthinking this. This connection is good, so this one's fine. I think this is the one I want to basically go over. So we can do something like this. That depot there has to go. Why can't... Oh, because is there a train there? Okay, cool. Great. So you, my good sir, this is what's going to happen. This is going to be the new track. No, that was going to be the new track. There we go. You're going to go back and you're going to be stopped there. Great. You are going to be stopped as well. And I'm going to try to do all this before trains like get completely demolished. So this is just going to be a dead end track. No one is supposed to be taking this track anymore. So let's get rid of it. You are done. And we're going to fix this later, but at least this connection sort of works. At this point, we're going to need a signal there and there. And perhaps, well, never mind. By the way, there's some loud motorcycle noises in the background, so don't mind those. And here, this is going to come this way. Hopefully I'm remembering everything right, of everything that I need to do. 2 tiles, there we go, great. Over here, we're gonna have a one-way path. One-way path there as well. We can get rid of this one, no longer needed. And this looks about right. So now we need to bridge this gap. It would have been so much easier if this was like only one tile, but it's fine. Okay, so we can go this way, have a nice looking bridge over there. And this is going to have to go this way, go this way. I'd rather have like really wide turns that just... make everything look a little bit nicer. Actually, should I just merge over here instead of going back to this main line? I think that, why not, right? It just doesn't make that much sense to do it the other way. In fact, why don't I, instead of having this go here, just have 2 different branches? Actually, I don't know. Yeah, no, this is just gonna be a bad idea. All right, so let's do this. let's get this going like so. At some point here, you're gonna have to start going down. So this kind of looks like a good coming down point, and it's just gonna meet. Oh, perfect. Now they're matched. Fan-freaking-tastic. So let's put the right signals in place. Something like that. And I think everything is sort of connected. This train, oh, this train is going. Crap, okay. Let's get the rest of the signals in place. Everything is like properly signaled up. We don't need this extra one over here. I do want to, oh, okay, so we have one signal there. And let's add a few more in this segment. So these trains are going. You can now go, I think. Turn around. And change the direction of the train. Yeah, it's like super broken. You can technically go as well, right? What about you? Waiting for a free path. This one is also waiting for a free path. Turn around, please. Come on. All right, things are moving. We can slowly but surely get rid of this. We can then shorten this bridge because we don't really need to go through 3 tracks, only 2, which is hopefully going to help. Can continue to path. Okay, just give it a moment, bro. Come on. Okay, let's speed things up. See what happens. Oh yeah, we need a lot of well, just one extra signal here is what we need, honestly. There we go. That's probably good enough. So this is our double entrance. This train enters here. This train enters here. Enters here. I guess we don't have enough signals in here, so let's put one. Actually, let's put a whole bunch. There we go. And I think, yeah, at this point, we should probably add a few more. Like so. There's signals here, the signals there. This train is trying to go to, who knows where it's trying to go. Skip it. Stop. Oh, you're stopped. Come on. Go, 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 go. There we go. All right, so things are looking good. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of all of this. Get rid of that. Fix everything back up. Now we can get rid of this bridge. And also we can slow things down. Specifically that, because otherwise it's gonna get too hectic. Let's get another one of these. Oh, I really can't do the other large one. No, this bridge sucks. Man, I really wanted the super crazy one. I guess this one works just fine as well. All right, so that's connected. So that's good. Everything is pretty decent over here as well. Let's make this pretty to some degree. So let's just connect it like that. Can I do that? There we go. In fact, this one I can just maybe even connect it to this thing right here. Actually, this doesn't have to go this far up. We can just do this, do that, do this. Have only this kind of bridge over here. And we don't need to do this either. We can just do this. And right now we can straight up go over this main line through here. Yeah, this is like much better. So let's get this connected like so. We're trying to make things efficient and also look nice. That's like I said, the whole premise of this series is for that to happen. So we're gonna need a one-way path here, one-way path there. Get a whole bunch of extra signals in here. And the same goes for here, and the same goes for here. Great. So we have all the signals that we need. And that looks about right. Actually, this one can just be like this, so that it looks a little bit nicer even. So let's get that one-way path there. And let's just add a manual one there. We no longer need this one. And we can probably use a few more of these. We don't need this one either. And we also need a whole bunch of signals here as well. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Crap. That's fine. This is what I wanted. Great. So now we end up with a whole bunch of extra ones here that are also no longer necessary, but we can put that one there. That looks pretty spaced out already, or like properly spaced out at least. And yeah, this is looking pretty good. I kind of want to, this layout, not a huge fan. Let's see if we can, let's do this. I'll fix you in a minute. Stop being like that. Just want to do this. There we go. All right, hopefully no trains are lost now. Get that signal there. And yeah, this is looking a little bit nicer. I think it's a little bit more clean, and we definitely have trains coming in and out of here. So, man, let's see. We have a little bit of time to perhaps add a few depots that would maybe handle the servicing of these trains. So we can have a few like that. And straight up one over here. So let's get this going like so and get a depot here. That way they can just go straight in without really stopping and get another signal there. That should be good enough. And these two depots over here we can get rid of because now it's just, there's just way too many. Right before the fork, I want to have a depot, I think, and right after the fork, I want another one. So that should be good enough. Everything else looks pretty good, I would say. Not super challenging. We can get rid of this label now. Should we rearrange the station here? This episode is getting a little longer, but yeah, let's do it. Let's do it real quick. So this is the last thing I want to do is get rid of all of this like so. And I guess we're going to get rid of this station. And I guess we're going to place this station right here. It's going to be a 5x2. And it's going to go this way. If I can, actually. Still connected to Hamburg. Now over here, we're going to get rid of all of this. Same goes with this. We're gonna have an issue here with the roads. I definitely don't want my buses to go through the roads because that's just gonna end up poorly. If you played OpenTTD for any period of time, you will probably know that accidents are really common in this game. So we can do something like that. Not a huge fan of this layout, but actually, why don't we... Let's do that. Why don't we branch out of here and now go down at this level? This city is just going to be so upset with what I'm doing right now, but it's fine. It's fine. Hamburg, don't worry. It's all going to be great. Okay, so we have two long tracks. That means the trains can actually be just like waiting here. And then they will just occupy 2 blocks on each track if there's a train in place. And then there's a third one that can just be waiting on this segment. So that works out. Let's upgrade you to that. And nope, that's not what I wanted. Let's get this final set of signals. And we don't need you. but we probably need one of you. Cool. So now we need to work on the exit strategy for this station. Like I always say, I want 2 tiles leading out. It's just nicer that way. And instead of going from up above, why don't we just keep it on the DL, like the cool kids say, right? That's what the cool kids say. Let's do a tunnel, and going down it's not super bad because you're getting like a little speed boost, but coming out I definitely don't want it to trains to climb immediately up. So what I'm gonna do instead is have the 2 tiles going that way, and then we can go this way for a little bit so that there's enough momentum for the trains to actually climb back up. And now they can just enter the main line again. Actually, you can even get a few extra tiles in here. So now not only looks good, but it's also somewhat efficient. See, this is a much cleaner station now. Wouldn't you agree with that? I would agree with that. But who do I know? What do I know? I mean, who do I know? Yeah, who do I know? See, the train is just barely stopping, which is great. That's why you want it. That's what you want to see. So we have these things over here, and I guess we can just place one of those, extend all the rest of the signals. We probably don't need this extra one over here. And speaking of signals, I think we need one of these over yonder. And that looks pretty good. So the next thing, and the final thing that I want to do on this episode is perhaps prettify this to some degree, except that, oh, the local authority doesn't like it. Of course you don't. Of course you don't, Hamburg. You're going to like me soon. Don't worry. It's going to be fine. It's going to be great, actually. More than fine. I wanted to like bridge this thing so that I don't get the, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Just so that this streets don't, you know, grow on my tracks. I'm just going to place this segments. That way they don't generate, you know, level crossings. Hamburg, it's appalling, of course. So let's see if we can tree bribe them. We want to place trees on the outside of the city. That way the inner part of the city is tree free and the city can potentially grow. I hope we're still giving trees to Hamburg and not some other city. Man, they were really upset with me. It's not even changing. Wow. Really? Not at all? Nothing? Still appalling? It's just a jungle out here. Okay, I mean, I'm not too worried. The station still works, which is what matters. Eventually, the passenger rating is going to be enough that they're gonna like me no matter what. We might be in Shenzhen area right now. That's probably why it's not giving me very poor. Okay, there we go. Very poor. Can I deal with very poor? Probably not. Let's see. No, still no. Okay, that means that this station here, we're gonna change this. This is actually gonna end up happening in the next episode. But if you enjoyed this one thus far, please consider giving this video a like if you do, and also share with whoever you may know that enjoys OpenTTD. It's very likely that after this episode I may do a live stream, so make sure to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/StripToaster. All the links are always in the description of this video, that way you don't have to like type them or anything. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next one.